Okay. Lettuce seeds have been potted on into little pots. It's too cold to put them anywhere else, so we'll keep them in the mini indoor fish tank / greenhouse. Good morning, January 7th. It's absolutely chucking it down, as you can tell. Our yard floods in certain spots. It goes away as soon as it stops raining, but it's cold and it's wet, and I'm not doing anything. Just thought I'd show you I potted on my onions. These ones are done in clumps, and these ones are done individually. And Duncan, as you can see, Duncan at Garddns Northwest. They're not going to be any competition for your giant onions. Coastal Garddns Northwest. My apologies, Duncan. Anyway, that's those. Sweet peas, leggy chopped. Everything's going out into the polytunnel today. Pansies are finally recuperating from the freezing cold, and these are my little tiny lilies. They're like a miniature lily, so they're finally coming up. But yeah, not much getting done today. I can't even venture outside, it's so bloody cold. Sun came out, so I thought I'd come out and pick some stuff up that had blown around outside, but there's life on my roses, which I pruned right back, gave them a really hard prune in the fall, and they're coming back again, so that's quite exciting. But everything's getting blown to crap out here, and I don't know if this blueberry died last year, so I just left it and stuck it in a pot. It looked like it had root damage, so half of it looks like it's dead and half of it looks like it's alive, so with any luck it'll come back again. Excellent. It's always nice to see something springing back to life, isn't it? Okay, it's cold, but it's sunny-ish. So I was at the garden center again. These are dwarf blueberries. Got loads of flowers coming on them. This one's spring or summer or whatever, and this one's a late. So they bloom at different times and they get berries at different times, but they're dwarf, so they're really tiny. They only get like 3 feet, 4 feet tall. These are lilies, but they're short lilies, and I need something to put in this bed over here where the sedums were. Because I took the giant sedums out and put them out back. So yeah, that's my job today before the rains come again. Well, I didn't record it because, yeah, I didn't. It's sunny out, but it's cold, so I got some marigolds started. So these are dwarf marigolds. I'm growing all small ones this year. And these are RHS French Dainty. Come on, I'll show you how dirty everything is. Everything's just been soaking wet. These are RHS. These ones, something different. And then of course we grew the regular ones. So I'll sow a couple of more in a week or so. And then when the weather's nice, I will just do them directly in the ground, because anybody that grows marigolds know they'll self-seed all over the place. So other than that, there's not a lot going on. It's wet and cold and wet and cold. So we are waiting for bulbs. I'll walk you around a tiny bit, but not a lot, because I don't want to shake you up everywhere. But yeah, lots of bulbs coming up. Lots of tulips are surviving, which is good. I was a bit worried about that. No more holes in here, so I don't know what the hell was going on there. I didn't trap anything. Lots of little bulbs and all manner of tulips coming up, and lilies, and it's going to be a burst of color, hopefully. But yeah, it's freezing cold out here, so not getting much done. But wow, look at all the bulbs. Hopefully they're all okay and something doesn't eat them, because looks to me like something's, oops, there we go, something's chewing on them. Either that or it's the cold, so I don't bloody know. God, I'm sick of things eating my stuff. Anyway, all good. It is what it is. Garlic's starting to finally come up. See, that's the garlic from Colleen and Jason at Clive's Conundrum Garden. More flowers and more poop that needs spreading. Yeah. Okay, so we potted up the 2 blueberries. I can't believe how many flowers are on them. Hoping this gets tons and tons of blueberries this year. So anyway, some of the branches don't look like they've got anything on them, but I'll leave them. They might need pruning. I've never pruned them before, so to check into that as well. So that's them done. I think that's about it today. I think I'll go in the house. And we soaked some patio sweet peas. These are supposed to be really short sweet peas, so we'll see how that all works out. And I put them in these hanging baskets. It's cold and wet today, so I thought I'd come out and do some radishes in these pots. So radish tape, French breakfast, and some cherry bells. And in these pots down here, I put some icicle. And I've got something growing in here which looks to me like it might be carrots, but I don't for the life of me remember what I put in here. But that's my Olympia spinach. It's been out here all year, so it's doing really good. It's going to go in that bed out there as soon as I get it leveled out. And next week or so, we're supposed to get more snow. So hopefully after that, I can start putting stuff out that won't get decimated by snow. Anyway, I'll cover these up now and get in the house because it's starting to pour rain. We're supposed to be getting high winds again today. So yeah, won't be doing much today. Okay, look at all the daylilies coming up. It's so exciting. I gotta prune my freaking hydrangea. God, there's daylilies everywhere. I need to, this is our pine tree. I hate this tree. And the reason I hate this tree is it fills my entire shingle roof up with freaking pine needles. But look at all these are pine cones off of this particular tree. But what I've come out here to see if I can get and harvest is some ericaceous soil or pine needle, because apparently it's good for blueberries. So I'm going to harvest some and then leave it to make sure there's nothing in it that's bad, and then I'll put some around my blueberry bushes. Okay, so I harvested some pine needles and some dirt from all around that tree. So I got to go find my pH tester. Blueberries apparently like it between 4.5 and 5.5 pH. I looked that up on a blueberry site. But the reason I don't want to put it on right away is, I don't know if you can see, where is he? It's hard to find things with your, where's my finger? I can't even find my finger. Oh, there we go. There's little grub things in here, and I don't want to be putting those on my blueberry bushes. So I got to see if they're bad or good first. Okay, I squished that thing with my fingers. But before I put this on any of my blueberry plants, if anybody has any concerns or they think anything in here might be bad, I'm more than willing to wait and see if anybody says so, because I don't think my blueberries need their ericaceous soil right away. And as I mentioned, I've got to find my pH tester first, which I believe is in the house, because I don't tend to leave battery things out here. It's just too cold in the winter. Quick update on the broccolis. They're doing good. So far, so good. I'm excited. They're not dead. And the spinach, more spinach. Woohoo! Excellent. It's 8 degrees in here at the moment. Okay, so Gerald and I don't eat chili peppers per se. We don't like them. They're too hot. So what I did grow is a sweet bonnet, which is like a Scotch bonnet, but not hot. They look exactly the same. And some red bullhorn and a beaver dam, which are like long peppers. Now, I'm reading conflicting information. One of them says that they're sweet and the other one says they're hot, but what the hell, we'll give it a try. So yeah, so that's the sweet peppers done today. January the, no, God, it's not January, Allison, it's February. February the 8th, I believe. Okay, in between Gerald hacking down things, he's doing the hedging, which is always very noisy. I am putting in some hanging basket mustards and choys. So we've got 3 on the go, and they will go in those hanging baskets. I bought these at Facebook. They are they're wrought iron, so they're super heavy. I just painted them red, of course. And they were really, really cheap. I forget what I paid for them, but it was like a stonking great deal. So I bought those. And apparently something or someone has poked holes in my polytunnel, so I'll have to fix that. But yeah, it's January 10th, and it's actually quite nice outside, even though it is chilly. Okay, if I say January one more time, I'm gonna slap myself. I don't need anybody else to come and do it, but get my rake out of the way before I kill myself with it. So we've got all of the packed choys done. We are going to put my gloves down, give them a bit of a spray. There we go. pump itself up to the top, I would think. Slower than molasses in the spring. There we go. Okay, give them a bit of a spray, water them down a bit. And then, yeah, it's quite nice outside, but it's super cold. That's why I got my big coat on, because it is chilly. It was super high winds last night. It woke me up out of a dead sleep because it bangs against the house. The wind, not anything else, thank God. But it made tons of noise. So yeah. So then what I'm gonna do is gonna sift some nice layers on top and then hang them in the baskets and leave them in here. So, other than fungus gnats, they certainly don't get any other bugs and grubs on them when they're up on the hanging baskets, so it's good. There we go. So that'll be this job. And then I've put the pH, I found the pH tester. I don't know if the batteries are working in it or not, so I might need to get some batteries in there and fix that. And then hang them up. I was gonna do some more poop shoveling before the rain comes again. It's supposed to be a week of off and on rain, but it's also supposed to get down to like 0 degrees at night again. I'm done with that. I'm done with this cold weather. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And do this. February 10th. Okay, I think I've worn myself out. So I put some sticky yellows up. See if I catch any gnats or whatever. Topped them all off. Put them in the calendar so I can go back and search when I planted them. It's quite nice out and warm, so I'll leave the brassicas out. I've made mess with dirt here because I'm messy. It is what I do. And put a nice mulch on this one. This is where the brassicas are going to go. So leave that in there. We can shut this door now. There's no roof on it yet, so, but there's no cabbage whites either, hopefully. Har, har, har. Flattened all these beds out. Flattened out the asparagus bed as much as I can. I'm not too worried about that because the asparagus will grow through it. This one probably needs a bit more settling, but I've spread it out. Way down there, I don't know if you can see it where all the sun is. Those are lilies coming up already, and look at this. Spring bulb, spring bulb, spring bulb. Fan-freaking-tastic. Oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna go in and have a heating pad on my back for an hour. Yeah, it's coming along. It's getting there, and getting there. I still have to wash, but I got no hose yet. I don't know how you guys do it without any bloody water. But it is what it is, gardeners, right? Have a great day. Bye. Forgot to show you the screen Gerald made me. It's heavy, but that's okay. It'll last for a while. And the reason it's kind of small is because I just happen to have this mesh to use. So that's the size that the mesh was. So that's okay. Should last me through a nuclear holocaust, that bloody thing. Yeah, we're good.